Destiny 2, the final shape, arrives tomorrow. It's surreal, isn't it? This saga of Destiny is about to come to a conclusion. There are so few chances in a lifetime when someone can experience this feeling. The night before a 10-year-long payoff, it's exciting, it's nostalgic, it's melancholic. Reminds me of the day before Forsaken, when I was lying in bed with my heart racing, unable to sleep. I have no doubt I'll have similar trouble sleeping tonight. This genre of live service MMO lights has a stigma to it nowadays, with what the industry has done, forcing its profitable side upon unsuspecting studios. Boom, Anthem, boom, Redfall. But Destiny has endured. Not all of it was prim and pristine, but all of it was lived through. It is unfathomable that a game like Destiny even exists in the first place. How hard must it have been for the devs to keep up with this content cycle? Many studios have fallen, and Bungie has taken its fair share of scars, but despite all its shortcomings, we're here at the final shape. All these memories flooding in my head from first launching the game, my first Nightfall, that 10-hour PvP session where I got a party crasher even though I wanted to farm a Matador, but it didn't matter, I was satisfied enough. My first raid, the tens of hours I would sit in front of the PS4 to try to do King's Fall for the first time, seeing all of the robot calluses after beating the Leviathan for the first time, getting that 1000 voices drop at last, doing my first flawless raid in Scourge of the Past, solo flawlessing my first dungeon in Prophecy, doing my favorite dungeon ever for the first time, Ghost of the Deep, LFGing day 1 Atrax and failing miserably as the sun rises, LFGing day 1 Rooted Nightmares and getting it done in a brisk 4 to 5 hours, and then with the same team doing day 1 Crota with its grueling new challenges. Yet despite that, 20 hours later, we got it done. Solo flawlessing every dungeon for that stupid emblem, but more importantly, the feeling of overcoming the impossible, and then becoming a god slayer. Going flawless in Trials for the first time with 2 other Unga Bunga Dune Marcher Titans on LFG to get that Adept Sola Scar bunny sword with chain reaction. Gilding Dredgen for the 12th time for funny dots. I haven't even mentioned the story beats yet. Seeing Uldren Sov, the treacherous murderer of the Hunter Vanguard, be resurrected as a guardian, and for him to go through his unique struggles with his own identity, with not knowing what he did wrong, and then finding out what he did in his past life, only to make us love him even more. And then the Traveler leaves, only for Rasputin to sacrifice himself, seeing no possible future ahead where he's alive, so that the Traveler may be moved by this act of devotion, at least bravery elite. All of these memories and all of the bonds I've formed through this game, they'll be carried on far, far into the future. So what does the final shape mean? Of course, logistically, I have concerns about how the campaign will balance nostalgia and a compelling narrative, while also setting up for what the future holds. And no doubt, I'll come back to talk about what Destiny means to me in the future. But I just want to acknowledge, we are standing at the precipice of the finale. I want us all to just hold this feeling, because tomorrow the game will be out, and in a year the game will be history. But at this current moment, as millions of hearts are pouring with anticipation, let's just take a moment to feel the outside air for one last time. Say goodbye to family and loved ones, and be prepared to dive into the pale heart of the Traveler and stop the Witness.